So we need to rethink of this idea of management and change it for the idea that we have to regulate human activities in a given region, which is very different. And it's kind of the same thing that indigenous people feel about their environment. They don't feel they are outside controlling or managing anything. They feel themselves inside nature. And that, I think we need to recover that, not only for them to survive, but for the whole society to be successful in this present challenge. Sustainable development could be another good example. I think this is clearly an oxymoron. Sustainability speaks local languages. It tells us that we have to be careful and advocate. Development is, at least for Mexico and Oaxaca, is a foreign idea. It's the idea that someone, especially from the north, has to go there and tell us where to go. Nowadays, we know that development has failed, of course. The gap between rich and poor, and I mean nations and also within society, has not ceased to grow since the idea was first launched 40 years ago. But also that this goal of development is clearly not sustainable. We cannot live in the way you live here in the States or in Switzerland, considering the energy or wastes, the energy consumption or the production of wastes. So we cannot go there, but also we don't want to. So we really need to define what good life means. And this is a very specific definition. We cannot say this is better for you. I think sewage is a very good example. We consider sewage as a kind of paradigm of development of modern life. And I think in terms of use of water, that decentralized way of diluting and taking away wastes, using clean water is a very dangerous thing. So we need to rethink that. Some other key issues that I want to include for this discussion. Scale. There was some remarks about scaling up and discussing what's the size of the effort or the projects that we need. And I think we cannot decide if small is better or big is better. I was recently in a conference in Washington, and there was a guy from the World Bank that stated that we have to destroy the myth of this idea that small is beautiful. We have to go back to big projects, big dams and that stuff. And that he said it very seriously. And I think that we have to consider that the scale is something that moves up and down, and it's very difficult to say this needs to be this size. And for each project, for each effort, there's a given size. It's an optimum size. This economist states that a mouse cannot grow to the size of an elephant. It cannot be that, but an elephant cannot be the size of a mouse. But we certainly need mice and elephants, and we need to decide which size is better for us given initiative. And I think this is very important. Last thing about this idea of leadership. The old concept of leadership is, especially from school, is that someone would give us the light, would turn on the light and let us see the real world. And this is the traditional idea of leadership. And I think, especially in modern times, which if someone knows what is happening, perhaps he's misinformed, because it's very complex to decide what's reality. I think that what we need is only some cues to move in the darkness. And I think that's something that leaders can do. Not giving light, but telling us how to move in a very complex world nowadays. Well, I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yi Junji from Nankai University of China. It's my honor to be here to introduce the graduate program of Nankai University. Nankai University is consistently among the top 20 universities in China, located in North China, about 90 miles southeast to Beijing City, capital of China. And Nankai University is College of Environmental Science and Engineering. It was one of the first in China that can offer master's and PhD degree in environmental science and technology and engineering. And our graduates have played an active and important role in the field of environmental protection in China. And here is in our college, most graduate students should spend 3 years to get their master's degree. In the first year, is an intensive courses of study. Here is the main courses. And from this table, we can see that this course is related to both social science, natural science, and humanities, related both to basic science, applied science, and engineering. And as an example, this is the contents of the course in industrial ecology. From this table, we can also see the industrial ecology of this course applied some theories and methods of ecology, economics, law, management, and environmental science, and systemic science. And in the second and the third year, the graduate students should utilize their knowledge by, for example, participate their grants or projects by the direction of their tutors. And they should also publish papers, at least one paper, to get their master's degree. And also, of course, finish their master's degrees thesis. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much.